Hi, Melissa says hi. I'm going to be reading Greenwood by Michael Christie when I can find the time. And currently reading as baby naps. Cool. And Nadine says hi. I'll be starting a 7-year slip. I've heard a lot about that one by Ashley Poston, a contemporary romance with magical realism and time travel. I liked her previous book, The Dead Romantics, so hopefully I will like this one too. My friend really liked The Dead Romantics. I still it's on Libby. I keep pushing it back because I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. It's a ghosty romance, and I just don't know. I just don't.
Sometimes, yes,
Time
sometimes.
travel I might be a little bit more into, but I don't know. Ghost romance. And Sherry says, "Hello everyone. I'm going to be reading the Lives Brian or Listen to Davy Jones Below by Corolla Dunn."
Right.
And I said it was a rough Monday coming back from a week long vacation. I bet.
Yeah. Sure.
And Tina says, on the 12th, it'll be 1 year that I've been reading Cozy Mysteries. Thank you all so much for convincing me to read them. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them. They're a lot of fun. Good palate cleansers in between heavy stuff. I like that.
Yes. True.
And Cajun says, hi, everyone. Reading Murder is a Monster, Rooftop Garden, number 17. Sounds interesting. Cav says, happy reading, everyone. I'm dithering between a Regency and a historical Western. Might read a bit of both, and during the first sprint, and then decide. There you go.
That's a good way.
And Lisa said, hello, everyone. Hope to finish tonight The Night Swimmer by Megan Golden, a thriller. Cool. Are you enjoying it? I like that one. Hi, Tiffany.
Hello.
Hey.
What did you eat?
We had chicken breast just baked with some seasoning and buttery noodles and peas.
Nice.
I figured since I knew you was eating, it was your turn to have to answer the question.
Of
Yeah.
course. Of course.
And Jessica Ann says, hello, everyone. I'm reading The Only One Left. Is that Riley Sager? Oh, no, that's not.
No.
Daniel, hi, everyone. Hello, Roxy. Hello, everyone. I'm currently reading Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. Only 22 pages into it. And a long way to go because hers are usually a little chunky.
Mm-hmm.
And Carrie says, hi, all. Still reading The Sanatorium and also listening to Blackberry Pie Murders.
Nice.
It's kind of a good balance. You got a thriller and like a cozy.
There you go.
True.
Courtney said, hi, everyone. I'm reading Claudia and the Phantom Phone Calls.
Yay!
I was going to say, is that a babysitter one too?
Yep.
Okay. And my copy of The Fourth Wing just came in, so I'll be starting that as well. Cool. I hope you like The Fourth Wing because it seems like everybody's liking it.
Right?
I'm afraid, that's the thing. Everybody's liking it. I'm afraid I'm going to be the one that's going like, really?
Of course.
So
You always see that. There's like all 5 stars, and then there's the one person who gives it 1 star, and they're like, I don't know what everybody else is reading.
Yeah.
You know?
Hi, Lisa. Says hello. Reading Northanger Abbey for Jane Austen, July. Cool.
Nice.
And Ginger says, hi, I'm trying to finish Which Way Out by Kate Conte, the third in the Full Moon series.
I hope you're feeling better, Ginger.
Oh, yeah, she was having troubles. Yeah, I hope she's feeling
Yes,
better.
she was really dehydrated yesterday or day before, whenever that was.
And Rena says, hi, everyone. I'm going to be reading The Slibrance and the new Stephen Raleigh book. I love the Gunkel, so I'm excited for this one.
Nice. I like that too.
And Karen says, hi, everyone. Tonight I'm reading Grave Peril by Jim Butcher, number 3 in the Dresden File series.
That's your book over there, Storm.
Yeah. I still need to read like the latest one. I still keep it's going to hurt my heart, so I can't do it. And he says, hi, all. I'm reading A Candlelight Courting by Joyce DePastina. Christmas romance. Cool.
Nice.
I dream.
It is really storming here, so if I cut out, just
Oh, okay.
I'll try to get back. But we're really having a bad
Yeah,
storm.
you're having all our rain. Like it says it's gonna storm, and I wake up and nothing happens. It's gonna storm. I wake up.
Well, we need it because rainy season here starts June 1st, and it normally rains every single day. But when people, when you say every single day, it's like 10 minutes,
Yeah,
right?
sprinkle
10
like
minutes. Well, like a shower for 10 minutes and then it's done. But this is the first time it's rained in what? It's a month and a half or so. So we were like, ooh, we were in.
Yeah, we haven't had a good
we were
rain here
crazy.
probably in about a month. And so yeah, it threatens. It's like I wouldn't mind a little bit of rain, just not the storm part.
Right.
Not the rain.
Did I show everybody my mug?
No. Let's
Oh,
get
that's so
cozy. Cute.
Isn't that cute? My mother-in-law got it for me.
Oh, that's cool. And Jen says, "Hello, everyone. Still reading the Wishing Game this evening. Are you enjoying it? I'm kind of curious how
I
you're
am
feeling about it."
that one.
And Nancy said to Rena, "I love the Guncle too." Yeah. And Ellen says, "Reading The Midnight Line by Lee Child." Cool.
Nice.
Cajun says they think they have their version of the Loch Ness Monster in their Kentucky touristy town, hence Monster. Oh,
That's cute.
well, it sounds like that could be fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Ambi.
book is she reading?
Hello from her Creative Corner creation. And Jessica Ann says, "Yeah, it's the new Riley Sager." Okay, so it was.
I looked up. I thought it was called The Last Something. That's why I was like, no. But
Yes, maybe she got the. I was gonna say, might have got it wrong a little bit. And let's see, Ambi says, "Just starting on my spaghetti." Cool. And started reading Hooked on Murder by Betty Heckman. I like that series. It's still one that I need to read a lot in, but I'm leaving a lot of space in between the yarn to go and that one because it's got the same narrator, and I'm like, I get them confused.
Yeah.
And so Alicia says, "Yes, I'm enjoying one of the best thrillers I've read in a while. Correct title is The Night Swim. If I don't make a typo, I don't know it's a live show." Yeah, it happens. It happens. And Fourth Wing is everywhere these days. Yes, it is.
Yes, Lisa.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ginger says, "Thank you. I'm feeling better, and I don't have surgery right now."
Oh,
Nice.
good. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you.
And Cajun said, "Finished
Me
listening
too.
to the first Christmas Tree Farm earlier. I still loved it this go around. I need to get to it. It's in my little rotation on my spinning wheel, but if it doesn't come out, I'm going to get it anyway."
It was really fun listening to Julianne Lindsay's thoughts. She went chapter by chapter and kind of talked about her thoughts and
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I didn't get to watch all of it. But
it was fun. And then she'll be here. Well, not here. You know what I mean. She'll be on
she'll be on our live. Yeah.
on the 26th.
Yeah. So she gets to talk about it all over again.
All over again. Yes. I had she had said we should talk, and I was already thinking about some Christmas virtual games we could play, like reindeer games. And then she said we should, and I was like, oh, good, because I had already been thinking of something.
Nice.
Nadine says, "It's me. I'm usually the one who is saying, 'What book did you read?' as I give a 2-star review." We were talking about the Fourth Wing because I said I keep putting off trying to get it because I'll be that one that's like, "Really? This is what y'all are like raving about?" That's why she's like, "That's me. That's what she does."
That's funny.
Oh, I love the mug. So cute.
Yeah. It is very cute.
Amby says, "Well, here in Georgia, we've had plenty of rain and storms this summer." Yeah, it's like everybody's getting it. And boy, New York got like a ton of like rain up there. Hi, Rabbit. And Jennifer says, "Also
good.
reading The Wishing Game, and it's fantastic." Cool.
That is good to hear because I'm kind of interested in trying.
Yeah, I'm really kind of curious about it too. So, Lee, what are you reading tonight?
Tonight I am reading Misfortune Cookie.
Oh,
Nice.
Just going to be starting it, so I haven't.
You done grabbed the new one. That's the new one, right? Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I didn't even open it yet. Just got it, so
Nice.
be excited.
So I don't know if I'm getting into a slump or what's going on, but I DNF'd 2 books today.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So I DNF'd, I think it was called like Sex, Drugs, and Murder, but it was supposed to be a cozy. Well,
Oh, yeah.
okay, well, it's supposed to be like a borderline cozy because it was one of the authors that's going to be at the Ashland Mystery Festival, the Halloween festival mystery convention thing that Ellie Alexander's putting on in her hometown, like in Ashland. And that's one of the authors that's going to be there. So I was like, okay, well, you know, and I just didn't care for it at all. It was just a personal preference. It was just,
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was supposed to be paying attention to because she's talking about being stalked and then there's a murder. And I'm like, okay, that's what she's going to be trying to figure out. Then there's another murder. I'm like, what are we doing here? I'm like, I felt like I was spinning in a room, like with just, I just, you know, and maybe it's me because then I also DNF Bait and Witch. And I know that people like that series.
I just kind of think that one might be a little too paranormal for you, though.
It has some paranormal stuff, yeah. And I'm like, you know, stuff that like it wasn't the fun stuff that I think of as like when I liked paranormal. But the other thing was, I was just like, I don't know, I just wasn't into it. I was like, I just don't really,
I just don't care. Yeah.
So I don't know. It might be me though. So take all those things with a grain
You
of
know,
salt.
that could, you know, that one could be like what we call a soft DNF. You could come back to it later. You know, maybe you're just not right in the mood for it. Paranormal is not calling you. It is summer. It is not October.
Exactly.
You know,
so it's definitely not a hard no. It was just like, okay, maybe especially because it might be me because I never DNF and now I'm like on a roll. I'm just like tossing books aside here, like, you know. But I am reading. I just started on ebook the first in the Classic Diner series. It's by Constance Barker. It's on my 23 series, start in 2023. And then I'm also reading one of the Sleepover Friends.
I saw that.
Yeah.
But
And I think it's number 6 because I've been slowly, but I hadn't read them in a while. And I was like, you know what? I need something fun. And then I got to pick an audiobook.
nice.
So how about you, Storm?
Since this week is like kind of the official retro romance readathon, Christmas in July. It's not Christmas, but you know, I'm working on Castaway by Laurel Ames, and haven't gotten very far. But talk about long chapters. Okay, I've been working on chapter 2 for 22 pages, and I still have 44 to go.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so long.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So it's like, when am I ever going to get to another chapter? But I'm going to start on this one, working on that one. And if I get too sleepy, because I am a bit tired, I didn't sleep well last night, then I'm going to work on, I don't know if you can see it, but a botanist guide to flowers and fatality. I don't know why I want to say frailty all the time, but it's fatality. And I'm like about 40% into that one. So
nice.
let's see how it goes.
Great.
And we don't have our kitty putter upper or ambience, and I don't know what the ambience was that they were looking at to even look that up on YouTube. So
It is Calmed by Nature. If you're interested, because she got me calmed.
I just don't
by
know
nature.
how to do it, like put it on the screen, but
yeah, well, I'm not very good at it. We just kind of fiddle with it until we figure things out.
There you go.
Maybe. If it'll let me. Come on. I don't know if it'll let me do YouTube and do this at the same time. Home by nature.
the retro romance, it's anything before 2003, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm looking for my next audiobook, so maybe I can grab.
And if we're in Retro Romance Readathon and we don't have a live show tomorrow and people aren't on the Discord, tomorrow is Storm's birthday.
Yay.
So happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday.
I just figure if there's people on here that aren't in the Discord, they might not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Happy birthday.
Let's see. I think I might actually have something coming up here. Just a minute.
You're good.
And yeah, we don't have our techie person with us to help us figure things out.
All right. While you're doing that, Tiffany, are you noticing how annoying Stephanie can be in Sleepover Friends?
I forgot
Yes.
that you didn't like her. So
No, I can't stand her.
Oh, I remember. You're right.
Like I did a whole video on how much I don't like her.
Yeah, you did. I remember now. I don't notice that as much. It just, I don't know. I mean, I think all of them can be. So,
Yeah.
in fairness, they all, drive me a little batty at points. I'm like, oh, but they just they're at that cabin that they went to with Kate's parents, and the little
Yes.
boy gave Stephanie a sandwich with worms on it.
Yeah.
But I'll probably notice, because I'd forgotten all about that. That is hilarious though, because you really were like, I don't like her. I don't like her.
Don't. She's a crappy friend. Don't.
Storm, you did it. That was perfect.
You did it, and this is one of my favorite ones by her. So I'm so happy that this is the one you pulled up.
Yes. Storm, you will have to walk me through this later. Just so you know.
I was like, it's summertime.
My favorite one.
There we go. Okay. Happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
I got to chapter 5.
Nice.
Sorry, I was distracted for a second.
I was looking for an audiobook and I decided because maybe I was starting a slump by, that I was going to just go with the Campers and Criminals because I know I like the series. And then so I got that. I'm going to start number 26 on audio. And I read a little bit from the Classic Diner series, book 1 by Constance Parker.
Productive. What about you, Storm?
10 pages in Castaway. Now I only have like 30 something pages left to get to the third chapter.
I also put up my picture of Kairu in his bow tie today. Oh no, it's a tie today. It's not a bow tie.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so Courtney says, I'm hopeful with the Fourth Wing, but usually really popular books are never good to me. Yeah. I went and looked because I think that author has a regular romance coming out, because one of the romance ladies that I was watching today was hauling things that she got from the publisher, and she's like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be checking this out because of Fourth Wing or whatever, but it's going to be like a totally different thing. So that could be good or bad, because if everybody's expecting like something like this, it's not going to be like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was looking up and I seen Fourth Wing. I was like, I've never seen something. It has a 4.64 rating or something like that. That's pretty big.
Wow.
But there's a lot of 1-star ratings. And so like I like went down and like looked, and I was like kind of surfing this. I mean, she has like this huge review, and I was like, man, she's gonna tell you what she thought of it. Cool. I was like, I just read a little bit of it, but I was like, that's interesting, just some of the points that she was making on it. Which kind of cool. And Amy, of course, she says Fourth Wing was so good. Can't wait till next comes out in November.
I'm shocked that y'all are getting a book 2 the same year.
I know,
Right?
Especially since that it's not like real thin or anything.
No, exactly. So I'm really shocked.
So I'm thinking she must have wrote both parts so that she could, before she even let go of the one.
Right.
Which is good for a kid, because I don't know if it had like any kind of cliffhanger or anything, but a lot of times with fantasy type things they do that, and so it's always good.
Then you're stuck for over a year.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you end up having to reread it because you forgot like things. And so Jessica says, hey everyone, packing for vacation. Gotta go to the airport in the morning, super early. Well, hope you have a fun vacation.
Where are you going? We need to know. That's exciting.
Yeah.
And Courtney says, I already pre-ordered Iron Flame just in case, since Fourth Wing was sold out everywhere. Good job. That's good.
There you go.
That's smart, Courtney. Smart.
And Danielle says, I need to reread The Sleepover Friends too. It's been so long since I've read them.
Right?
See, I've never read those either, so I missed out on all those.
I'm rereading those and the Babysitters Club now. I just read the first one of the Babysitters Club just yesterday. I finished it. So.
And Alicia, yes, I do like the Botanist books. It's a historical mystery. This is the second book in the series. This one is the one that just came out this year sometime. I don't remember exactly when. I had an e-arc of it, but I never got around to it, and so I need to get to it. So I grabbed the audio. I'm doing that. A lot of my audiobooks on my little wheel are e-arcs that came out earlier this year that I didn't get to. And so a whole bunch of people saying happy birthday. So thank you.
Happy birthday.
Probably won't be doing anything, but I did though. I got don't look, Tiffany.
Nice.
From Polly, who's in my Discord or whatever and stuff. Nice. She sent me a book, and so I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know if she's ever in the lives, but thank you if you are. But she had to pick the chunkiest book on my
That is really awesome. She wanted to give you nightmares for the rest of your life. Sweet Holly. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. I'm totally kidding. That is cool. That is really sweet.
I was showing it to my friend Barb, and she's like, "Oh, hey, that's the guy that does I can't remember Camp Slaughter, but I haven't read that one either yet. But I want to." And she's like, "Oh, I looked. I have that on Kindle. It's like 500." She was like telling me how many pages it was. I was like, "Yeah, I know. I got the book right here."
Funny.
Because I think she was probably going to be like, "We could read it," but then she's like, "It's like, it's like, yeah.
Chunker.
A little bit of a chunker." And Bar says, "Happy birthday, Storm. We are birthday buddies.
Oh.
My birthday was Friday the 7th. Cool. Well, happy belated.
Happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Barbara. Thank you.
Jessica Lynn says, "Happy birthday, Storm. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's Monday has been good. I'm still reading Fourth Wing, 150 pages in, and I finished Ashes to Ashes and Crushed to Crush. 4 stars.
Bless you.
Nice.
I feel like that a little bit. Allergies are rampant."
I know. Yeah.
And for me, it seems like when it rains, I get allergies are worse. And
I'm sure that's what it is because we just had that big storm. And then at work, whenever the air clicks on, I think it like brings up like dust and stuff in the rafters. And then I always end up, having a sneeze attack. So.
And hello, Pat says, "Good evening, everyone. Happy early birthday, Storm. I'm kind of tired tonight. I had the CAT scan done today and 7 tubes of blood. Wow.
Ooh.
No blood clots. I'm listening to Carrot Cake Murder by Joanne Flute. Cool.
Nice.
I'm glad everything went okay.
Yeah.
A lot of blood being taken, so I'd be tired too.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. And
What
don't forget
number?
the thumbs up, Pat.
Awesome, Pat. That's very nice of you. Pat, what number is that one in the Joanne Fluke that you're reading?
And Lady Val says, "Hi everyone, happy birthday, Storm. Tonight I'm continuing with Buried in the Brim by Jen McKinley. Cool." Ginger says, "I finished A Witch Way Out. I'm starting The Witch and Famous by Angela M. Sanders, the 3rd in the Witch Way librarian series."
That's the one that I was trying. It might be me, but I also think that some of the paranormal is just a different kind of paranormal that doesn't.
Well, I know there's something about a baby or something because my friend was like, "Okay, I don't know if I'm going to like this. I think it's some kind of paranormal baby or something like witch or something or whatever. I don't know." But she's a little like, that's why I was like, I don't know. It could be a little too paranormal for you.
Yeah. And everybody's going to like different things. So.
Yeah. I need to try it still. I mean, she keeps telling me, I need to try that one because she really likes that series. So if I get around to it, I can always let you know if I think it's too paranormal for you.
Thank you. It might have just been my day I'm having because
and it could be. And sometimes you're just not into those kind of, I keep there's some romances that Barb tells me I need to read, like Book Lover and Dead Romantics and stuff like that. But they'll pop up as being able to borrow, and I'm like, I don't think I'm in the mood for that. So
exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And Sonia says, "Hello all. I'm sure no one here ever does this, but I fell asleep reading it. It made me late to class. I just finished Laid Back Camp Volume 2, and I'll continue reading A Deadly Inside Scoop." Oh.
Nice. Sonia, I love your cup that you had in the Discord. That is awesome. It was a Golden Girls cup.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And I do fall asleep all the time. One of the bad things was that you were playing the music, and that's music that I go to sleep to. So all of a sudden I found myself and I'm like, oh no, I've trained myself to fall asleep to this one.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I should have turned it down or something. I was like,
no, that's why I muted it real quick. That's why when I came back, I didn't realize you guys were talking right away because I was like, oh, I muted it so I could stay awake. You're not alone, Sonia.
Because I was kind of like, it's like one of those.
Yeah,
another Babysitter's Club book. Oh, you guys are making me so happy.
Lots and lots of babysitters going on here. I swear, y'all started something yesterday.
I love it.
Did you see all that in the Discord? Like everybody's trying to find them at thrift stores. I said, Y'all started like some kind of revolution. A babysitter's like,
And I was so upset because Las Vegas had all of them.
oh,
can't
and
use
then you
them
can't
anymore.
get it. You know.
I was like, what a tease.
Well, I'm glad you was enjoying the ambiance music there. 7% and 62% in the book. And it was very relaxing. Yes, it was. So I hope I didn't put everybody to sleep. 17 pages. Made it 31%. 6 pages. 30%. Lots of good reading going on here. 36 pages. And he made it 60%. And the Purple Rain Heart said 16 pages and some online shopping, browsing on Temu and Shein.
That's the most addictive 2 websites.
I'm not on those, but I've thought about Temu, but I don't know. It looks too good to be real. I don't know.
The girl Jennifer that I work with, she's probably gotten about 17 packages from there already. She has started a side business off of it. It's legit. You really do get the stuff, and everything seems pretty good.
It's pretty good quality stuff.
So far, she hasn't had any complaints.
Cool. Yeah, because I see stuff on there 25 cents or something.
No,
she
got like $100 free stuff off of like one of the little spins off the wheel. So no, it's legit. You get it.
Wow.
It's always nice to have know somebody that is instead you see the commercials and it's like
right.
Well, she kept trying to get us to all sign up for. We're like, no. First, you tell us if this is real.
Yeah.
And like she brought the package in at lunchtime. She's like, no, see, I really did get it. So it is legit.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Shein's good for clothes for all size people. So
okay, because I don't know that one very well. I just know that Temu.
Yeah, it's like clothing, shoes, other stuff too, but that's what I see off of there.
PK says, I'm here, just got home, walked in and fed Keo, finished up putting groceries, and be reading soon. All right. Breezy. Hi, Breezy.
Hey. Hi, Breezy.
Well, I thought I clicked on it. There we go. Hello, everyone. Just getting home from work. Hopefully get some reading done this evening after I do a few chores. Those chores, I tell you, they get in the way.
Right.
And Sharon says, hi, everyone. Got back from paddleboarding with my daughter. Tonight I'm reading What Lies in the Woods, not a Tiffany book.
Not a Tiffany book.
19 pages. Thank you.
Yay.
And Amy said, Storm, I don't think you will like Fourth Wing as it is fancy romance like Sarah J. Maas and Jennifer L. Armentrout. Yeah, I think you said you don't read those kind of books. I've never read a lot of I don't read a lot of fantasy, adult fantasy, and I don't know how that goes in with fantasy and romance. So I've not really tried them. I did read one Sarah J. Maas a long time ago, and I thought it was okay. And it's the first one in her first series. I don't remember what it is. It's about the assassin person. That's fine. I thought it was okay, but then I never continued. And then I was like, I don't want to have to go back and read the first one to continue. So I never did. And Danielle says, I'm reading The Vanderbeekers and Hidden Gardens. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, she's going to Louisiana for 2 weeks and then Pensacola.
Nice.
Right.
Laura says, I was at the bookstore today and I heard a younger person say, I only have 10 pages left, and she only had 10 pages left and she DNF'd it. I thought that is like running at her race and stopping short 10 feet before you finish.
Yeah, why?
What?
You have to really, really hate something to stop 10 pages before you finish. I will just force myself. I will just blindly read the words on the page just to finish.
Yeah, at that point,
Yeah. I have DNF'd at 80%, but that's only once, and that's because as soon as I read what it was that the twist was, and I didn't like it, and I booted it out.
You're like, I'm done.
Ginger said, "Happy birthday and eating supper, Tina." Tiffany, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There you go.
Nice.
Bless you.
Thank
Tiffany.
you.
And it's Ginger says, it's a very light read. I really enjoyed it, and now I know not everyone's cup of tea.
nothing's everybody's cup of tea. So, you know, I mean,
Watched Labyrinth yesterday and I really enjoyed it. Way to go, Jessa. We were talking about that one too.
Oh, okay. That's what I was like.
We were talking about that and the Babysitters Club and things like that. And there were some people saying that they had never watched Labyrinth, and we were like, "What?"
yes, Ginger.
I have. I'm not a fan.
I like it, but I don't know. It's kind of, now when you watch it, it's kind of silly. But I remember whenever I was in my 20s, I think I used to watch it all the time.
A lot. I am, however, a Babysitter's Club fan. So
Of course.
Well, there you go. Harris County Library has a lot of Babysitter Club books.
nice. Mine has a lot of the graphic novels, though. Now, so
Where's she be? Hi,
Sorry,
Sarah.
everybody. It's
Okay,
been a Monday.
What'd you have to eat?
Very excitingly, Kraft macaroni and cheese.
I was gonna say.
I have.
I
not
should have
had
guessed
it.
that because you said that you had a late day at work, and I should have known that's what you'd go to.
I haven't had that in 2 months
Oh,
because
yeah.
I've been trying to stay off of dairy.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it tasted delicious.
And now that you can eat that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
again.
because I actually use my
Taking the
vegan margarine and the lactose-free milk, and it's fine. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Mhm.
And I was telling them earlier that you started some kind of Babysitters Club revolution in the Discord. Did you see that? Everybody
Yeah, Tiffany, we rock.
looking for it on thrift books and all these things. They're trying to find it, and there's somebody's reading one now or something. And they're talking.
Oh,
about
fantastic!
It makes me
Because I
so
definitely want to
happy.
read the Babysitter Club again. I do have the first 5.
I should start a thing in my Discord, for everybody who wants to.
It makes me so happy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kat. Oh, I got your books today. Thank you. And one of them, actually, by the cover, I was like, "Oh, I've seen that before." She sent me the Gordon Corman books. She sent me some that she had because we were talking about that middle grade author.
Yes.
And so she sent me 3 books that she had, and one of them I had seen the cover before. I just didn't know the author. And so,
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm interested in getting into those. He says, "I'm going to have to leave early because I'm doing a live chat with Kelsey at Slime and Slashers." Oh, cool. That should be fun.
Awesome.
We're discussing Beloved. Have fun, y'all. Okay, well, have fun over there. That's going to be a deep discussion for Kelsey. I don't know. I've been to some of her lives. And Sonia says, "Thanks, Tiffany. It was a gift from a close friend. I tend to get gifted a lot of Golden Girls."
Yeah, me too.
And he says, "Happy early birthday, Storm." Thank you. And Sonia says, "I looked in 3 libraries for the first Babysitters Club book. I am doing a bookstore road trip next week for my husband's birthday. I will be on the hunt for it in the wild."
That is awesome.
I have like 5 different copies of it with different covers. They
I
are
told my
quite
dad-
easy to find in thrift stores, to be honest with you.
I said that's what I want to do for my birthday is to go to some of my favorite thrift store places or whatever and see if I can thrift out some good books. So
There you
Happy
go.
birthday.
yeah, thanks.
I forgot you were the same day as my aunt.
It's tomorrow actually.
Oh, it's
but-
tomorrow. Okay, that's right. You're the day after, but happy early
Yeah.
birthday.
But since we're on the live today, somebody had to mention it.
You're welcome.
We
And
could have
it
all
wasn't-
sang and made you wear a funny hat, but
It always reminds me of Golden Girls, that meme.
With,
There's that
Mr.
episode with
Ha-Ha's.
Dorothy. Yeah. There's that meme where she's got the hat on and
She's just like, "This is the worst thing ever that could
Yeah.
happen."
and so it says something about that. May your party be better than Dorothy's or something
Yeah.
like
That
But
was
when
so
that little boy smashes that pie and he goes, "Happy birthday, Dorothy," it cracks me up.
Mr. Ha-Ha's, what is it? Hot Dog Hacienda or something
Yes.
like that?
Hacienda, yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Moving belong there, Mr. Ha.
Sorry, Storm.
I've watched Golden Girls, but not enough to know
To know that one.
Yeah,
To-
yeah.
to
When
know
you
the
watch them multiple
episodes or-
times.
Well, Rose takes Dorothy to a little kid's place for her birthday because that's what Rose would want.
Right.
You know, so and there's like a birthday party parade for the little kids, and the guy calls Dorothy up.
And goes to say her age. Watch it, haha.
Yeah, yeah. And then he's like, the oldest gets to lead the parade. Stomping around, it's
It's
hysterical.
like, I don't want to be here. Which makes it funny when you know somebody who would be exactly like that, because then it just makes it even funnier.
Oh,
And my dad used to get me all the time because I hated when they would come to your table because we'd always go out for dinner for our birthday and they'd sing. I wanted to crawl under the table every time. And dad would be like, let's do the whole. And I'd be like, no.
Yep, same, exactly. You're like, please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that too. It's always like, oh.
Yeah, I know.
PK says epic fantasy is outer journey quest and a hero story, and romantic fantasy is true love delayed in fantasy setting. Okay, I'll try it, but it's not like something that I'm like gonna jump on board with right now. We'll see how by the time the second one comes out in November, maybe I'll try it.
yeah, there you go.
And Barb says, "Oh, a friend of mine tried to give me the book It. I said, no, it is not Tiffany approved. And I was too."
I like it, Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a stamp that just says
Tiffany
not
approved.
There you go.
And Amy says, Storm, sounds like you were reading that was it, the Thorn and Glass one. That's the
Yeah.
YA fantasy. Yeah. You need to try A Court of Thorns and Roses. That is her fantasy romance series along with Crescent City. I'm kind of curious about the Crescent City one. And I think my friend has that one. And I don't think she's read it yet because it's like 800 pages. And that's the problem. It's like, it looks cool, but 800 pages.
So, yeah.
And I see the covers for, I think it's the Cassandra Clare ones, the ones that are like a gazillion pages long. And those covers are stunning. And I'm like, I want these books on my shelf, but I am never going to read them. And I know that. So I'm like,
The Mortal Instruments series. Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and it was cool too because when you had it lined up on your shelf, the bindings also made a picture going across.
Of course. That's awesome.
Sonia says, yesterday's confession seemed to get a lot of people doing a lot of first. I love it.
Right?
Absolutely.
That is very, very true. I was
Mm-hmm.
just gonna say that I don't read any kind of fantasy. It's just not me. I don't suspend disbelief well enough to enjoy it. But I'm loving the sprayed sprayed edges of fantasy books with the cool designs
Yes.
in the spray. I think it is so cool. Fourth Wing has amazing, and then there's multiple other ones, and they're cool colors. But I mean, I have no reason to have them.
And it's like, can we get some romances like that? Come on.
Right?
What's that?
Get some
Give
romance.
us a mystery through.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
With
why can't
skulls on
Cozy
them or
Mysteries
something?
be
Yeah.
sprayed with candy? Amish candy shop has Jethro sprayed in. Hello.
Just polka dots. Just filled with polka
There
dots.
you go.
Publishing people, we're talking to you here.
Right.
I had a vegetarian chili and cornbread.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I love chili and cornbread.
I splurged on these little extracts, and one of them is cornbread. And so then I can make my almond flour thing and put some drops of cornbread in it and make it taste like
Awesome.
cornbread. So
Have you had it yet?
I haven't had it yet, but I'm
You'll have
really
to let
curious
me know
about
that.
it.
Where did you find cornbread extract?
They're from the ooh flavors. It's like O flavors on
Did you have to order
Amazon.
'em Amazon?
Yeah, and there's a lot of different kinds of extracts from sweet to savory and all that kind of stuff. And I just got a little. It was like $9.99 for 5, and one of them was cornbread, cinnamon toast,
Ooh.
maple syrup, and something else like that.
Sounds good.
Different flavors. And yeah, I was like, I'll try it. I also got my science project. That's what I'm calling it because I've watched this one lady make noodles with calcium chloride and sodium alginate or whatever it is. And it's egg noodles. So you take your hard-boiled eggs and you put them with water and you blend them up You put them in like a little container, and you can like a little ketchup bottle, and you squeeze them into the one, and you stir it or whatever, and it makes noodles, and it's like really cool. And I'm like, that's my science project. I'm gonna try it.
That is interesting.
You need to vlog that,
right?
So I got some to try because I'm curious because this could be a game changer for me with because I like really miss noodles, not and stuff, trying to be healthier and stuff. So
Yeah.
I can make these and they taste good. So
have you tried edamame noodles?
no, I haven't because they just look too expensive.
Oh, okay. Do you like edamame, like the soybeans?
I've not really tried much soybean so I don't know.
Yeah, they do have it in a pasta form, and but I mean, yeah, all of those are on the expensive side. You're right. Okay, that was called ooh, right? O.
Yeah.
Well,
Flavors.
if I could have a pen that worked in my house, this is my second one.
Here you go, Tiffany.
Just
Thank
prick
you.
your finger and write it in blood.
There you
I'm
go.
not ready to.
PK says for a good fantasy series, non-romance and non-1,000 pages, you could try Elizabeth Moon's. I cannot pronounce that. Paxson. Yeah, that series. Start with the sheep farmer's daughter. Lovely.
The title sounds much different than
Yes.
Love.
Sounds like a historical romance.
I'm just throwing it out there. It lends itself to the title. If
Lonely
you just
country town.
I mean,
There you go.
This is love Sarah J. Maas is my favorite fantasy author, as well as R.F. Kuhn. Yes, those two are like really popular. Do it, Rena. Courtney says, let me plug Stuck in Stony Brook. Their podcast is good. I'm obsessed with Babysitters Club since the 80s, LOL, and love the resurgence. And now I don't have to love them in secret.
oh, Courtney, you are.
Thank you for the recommendation. I wrote it down already.
Yes, well, if I had a pen that worked, please.
And Pat says Tiffany Carrot Cake Murder is number 10. I don't do in order. I finished last night Double Fudge Brownie Murder number 18 and Caramel Pecan Roll number 28, and now she's going back to number 10.
Oh, okay.
Sonia says Sarah has all the copies. That's why I can't find it. And find it. HBD.
Happy birthday.
Took me a minute there. And hopefully Storm will get the lead Mr. Hawes parade. No, thank you. I love Golden Girls, one of my favorites. I just might this weekend.
Try it.
Good evening, Sarah. And Jessica Lynn says, I am like 6 books behind in the Hannah Swenson series. I'm up to Raspberry Danish, which even number that is, whichever number that is. Hi, Sarah. And Sarah, are you doing the 1,000-page challenge in July?
Keep watch. Tomorrow there will be an announcement.
Cool.
I don't want to forget.
And Ambi says, okay, I have a question or, well, a query for Sarah. Well, where's your question? I don't see it. Where's your question?
Oh, it's further down.
Okay, it says, Stormy, you need to read A Court of Thorns and Roses before you read Crescent City as they intertwine. Oh, okay. I didn't think they were interconnected. You're just trying to get me to read that other series.
Right.
Sonia says, I love cozy fantasy. I don't want dystopian war or romance. Give me fantastical creatures who drink coffee. Create cozy books. And I said, yes, you can't read Crescent City before I learned that. Oh. And Dramani says, hi, everyone. Still currently reading Sweet Valley High, Kidnapped by Francis Pascal. Hoping to finish it tonight. Also reading Morrow by Tricia Wolfe and Bryn Weaver. And get to a reading sprint here in a minute. Jessica Lynn says to Amy, do you read high fantasy? Have you read Sebastian de Castell? I have read book 1 in the Great Coat series. I know somebody who really, really likes him and got to meet him, and she was so excited. And she was like vlogging and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
That's like her favorite fantasy author. So,
I heard Vivian Chin, you could watch her at the bookstore when she was doing her signing for Miss Fortune. And she was telling a series or story about how she met James Patterson. And she was in an elevator with him. And she was like, I think he just was like trying to push any button to get off, because I was like, it's so ecstatic and here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, I just want to get out of here with this crazy.
This is my floor.
And then she was like, it's Uncle Joe. And I was like, I don't know if she was saying that she was actually calling him that. Like, it was just so
Right.
funny. It was just so funny. And she's like, I had grandeur, like, thoughts that we were going to write a book together. She's like, and he just walked out the elevator like nothing happened.
And he writes books with everybody.
Yeah. True.
It was pretty funny.
Ta-da.
Oh, good pick, Storm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had it the right way the last time. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I turned the music down just a little bit, so maybe it won't lull everybody to sleep too bad. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and read to the top of the hour. And so, happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody?
I did not read. I ate and watched YouTube. Taco salad over rice and beans.
Nice. That sounds good too.
Food's just better when you don't have to cook it.
Yeah. I can't
You're
even
on
see
mute.
that.
You're on
Oh,
mute.
I still can't hear you.
I hear you.
Sorry, you're on mute.
Oh no, maybe your volume's having trouble.
No, my mouse is having trouble.
Oh, okay.
It won't work, and I was trying to click like I'm like, why isn't it working? I said everything tastes better when you don't have to cook it.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
And
About you,
I
Tiffany?
started
Or-
reading Role Playing by Kathy Yardley.
Oh
Um,
yay!
And so far it's really cute. So she's like a hermit who doesn't want to leave her house, and he is moved back to town to look after his elderly mother. She's 48 and he's 50. So I'm loving the, and he's telling his mom she can't drive, or not telling her that, but she's not supposed to, or she shouldn't be driving. So he removed the spark plugs and told her that there was a problem with her car and that he was going to fix it. And she's like, "You're taking too long to fix the car," like this.
Oh, that's funny.
So far 2 chapters in and I'm already loving it. So that's great.
That's good. That one sounded cute whenever you talked about it.
Yeah, and I think she's relatively sweet as an author in terms of hanky panky, so I will update when I know more.
Gotcha. I did not read at all that Sprint. I was watching YouTube and talking to Kevin.
That's fine.
Which sounds like maybe that's good for you because you were having trouble trying to find a book that you wanted to
Yeah.
read. Anyways. That's cool.
What about you, Storm?
I forgot to look at the page. Okay, so I got to page 58, so I think I read like maybe 8 pages, something like that.
Nice.
Of the ever long chapter, I was telling them, Sarah, that this chapter goes on forever. Like I'm trying to get to chapter 3, and like I had like 80 pages to go, and I'd already read like 20 something or whatever, and I'm like,
I don't know what it is with these retro books, but the same thing with this one. I had a chapter that had to be 30 or 40 pages long. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I know it's
Like, did people not have to stop and do other things back then? Because just so you know, authors take it from
they
me.
do give plenty of like page breaks and stuff like that, which is good because then it's like I'm like, how many pages till another page breaks?
Yeah, you have a place to stop, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, otherwise, it's madness. It's madness.
Madness.
Yeah.
I tells you.
Annie says that she eats brown rice noodles, but they do have carbs though, but they're good for gluten free.
Oh, there you go.
Gotcha.
And Amy said, Jessica, I do read high fantasy. I'm slowly working through Brandon Sanderson books.
Nice.
Nice.
Come on, little mouse. Speaking of mouses, not wanting to work.
Mises.
Mouse. Sonia says, if you like fantasy that isn't war and spicy but cozy and sweet, Becky Chambers' Monk and the Robot series is incredible.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm rewatching Outlander with my mom. I realized something this time around. Jamie came to Claire's time. Is there ever anything else about that? I've never read any of the books. So
Oh, but I don't want to give anything away.
I was gonna say I think that
Jamie does go back and forth to Claire's time, absolutely, because there's a scene in the first book. See, I've only watched a few episodes of the show, so I can't tell you what the show does or not. But there's a scene where he's watching Claire through the window, and it's when they're on the very beginning when they're on their honeymoon, and her husband actually sees him. He sees Jamie, and then Jamie goes back in time.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I thought there was like a little smidgen, of it or something in the first one.
Yeah.
So, lost my spot. There we go. And Courtney says, has anyone read Yellowface by R.F. Kuang? It is first book by her. It's my first book by her, and it was so good. I've heard
No,
a lot
but I've been seeing it a lot.
Yeah, that was a very popular book.
Yeah. I've been hearing a lot about it. It sounds good.
All these dessert ice cream cozies. I need a salad cozy. I'm doing a reset this weekend. I'm reading ice cream cozy. Yeah, I agree. We need one. Somebody needs to make one with a salad bar.
Right.
Restaurant salad bar.
True.
And Donna says, gosh, I was in my late 30s when the Babysitters Club started. I not from the dinosaur age, but definitely a woolly mammoth.
Funny.
Hi, Christy. Says, hi, how late am I? Well, whenever you popped on here, you weren't really late because you got to catch a sprint, but now we're going to be wrapping up. And like I said to Amy, I haven't started that one yet. Too many to know where to start. I said, so on the 1,000-page challenge, can it be more than one book?
Yes, Barb, you don't have to read 1,000-page book. And it's not necessarily the 1,000-page challenge, it's the page count reading challenge. Just so people don't think that, I'm not going to read 1,000 pages, I can't, participate.
Yeah,
it's just challenge yourself to as many pages as you want to read.
But Barb, you're already reading a book that would count for it.
Yeah, easily.
Or you might be reading a couple. I think Barb, like Sarah said that the other day, Barb walks into the bookstore and she's like, just, check me out your
biggest book.
Yeah.
I need your biggest book.
No, I think you have stuff that would definitely count.
Well, she had Paris by Edward Rutherford.
Yeah. I know I was going to say between that one and All the Ladies of the Club or whatever it is, she should have her 1,000 pages, no problem. Right?
Easily.
The rest of the year.
How is that going, Barb? Let us know. I know.
Thank you for the Stuck in Stony Brook recommendation. It looks really good.
Yes, Courtney, you are my people. I just want you to know this.
Oh, Paris, I just looked, isn't that big. It's only 809 pages. Sorry, Barb, you're going to have to pick a second book.
Oh.
So she needs to add that and the other one together. So.
Yeah.
There you go.
And yeah, like PK said, you can read anything you like. And Pat says, I love Terry Spears' Wolf series. I have read, I think, one Terry Spears like a long time ago. And Christy says, I finished Survive the Night by Riley Sager. It was a fun ride. Kept me guessing about what the heck was really happening. I've heard so many mixed reviews about that one.
Have you read that one, Lee?
Yes.
And yay, nay?
It kept me going until the end, and then I was like, okay, and then this is stupid, and then we should really break up. I'm tired of you. That's why I'm not reading his most recent one. I'm like, sorry, I'm not falling for your, we're going on a date, an expensive date, and it's at the gas station, that meme.
Oh, yes.
We're not playing that game anymore, Riley. Sorry.
Yeah.
I moved on.
I've had to do that with a couple of authors. And their books always sound really good when they come out. I mean, they sound, they
Well,
get me with the books.
That's how they do.
And then
They get you. They get you, and you fall for it at every time. And it's like, at some point, it's your fault. And I've realized that for myself, and I've walked away.
Christina Henry is mine. I had one 5-star book from her, and the rest were like 2 stars or whatever it is. And I had one 1-star, and I'm like, they sound good, but for me, they just don't work.
Right.
And Pat says, "Okay, people, hit those thumbs up. 26 thumbs up and 47 in the chat. Come on, people."
Love it.
Pat, our cheerleader.
Yes.
She is. I love it.
And Pat says, "Going to say goodnight, y'all. Happy birthday, Storm. I'm tired today." Yes,
I hope you're feeling
probably
better.
already gone, but
Your blood replenishes overnight.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a lot of
thank
blood.
you, Christy. And Lisa finished. Very satisfied.
Hey.
5 stars. Next book for Retro Christmas. Guess Who's Coming to Christmas by Kara Coulter. Saw it on Sarah's video and liked the cover. Short read. Cool.
Awesome.
And he says, "Oh, someone wrote on the inside cover. Wonderful. Very excited."
Oh, that's
when it gets
fun.
started.
Oh,
It's always good when they write their review on there.
yeah.
Wonderful. 5
I've
stars.
seen some like that before in the store. It's like, well, at least I know somebody liked this one.
Right.
And Val said she made 75%. Cool. Danielle says, "I'm listening to the prologue episode during the sprint."
Nice.
Awesome.
And Jessica Land read about 20 pages and it's starting to get good. Yay.
Awesome.
And Amy says, "I read 15 pages and made some hot gingerbread tea."
Ooh.
It is a Christmas in July, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Got to
He
figure
has
out
mail.
Ooh.
Garrett just begrudgingly brought this stuff up the stairs.
I had mail too today. He's like, and I went downstairs and I said, "Hey, Dad, did you check the box? Because we have a box at the end of our lane for like UPS and stuff like that." And he's like, "No, why?" He goes, "Did you have enough there?" I said, "No, there's one in the box." So he had to go back up to the mailbox and get the one in the box. Because the publisher, I got one from the publisher and it was in the box. And then I got the one from Cat Novels Adventure, and I had gotten another one from an author that sent me a signed copy of his book or whatever it was.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so,
Very
but they
cool.
all came at the same time. And so he's like, "Don't you have enough?" And it's like,
No, I don't.
There's
got
never
my-
enough.
My Harlequin order
yay.
and my what is it? Chapters Indigo order.
Awesome.
Ooh, lots of good stuff to add to your book haul thingy.
Yeah. Another clip for that one.
Ever growing.
Yep, and growing. And Purple Rainheart says 34 pages, and
Nice.
Sharon made it to page 215 out of 319. Almost there. Ambi said, "Didn't read either. I played game on Facebook."
There you go.
Ellen said read 33 pages.
Awesome, Ellen.
And so role playing is on my list to read at some point. Yeah, we'll see
I
how
think you
Sarah
like it, Courtney.
may end up adding it to my
Yeah.
list. And Ginger said, "I got the middle of chapter 21. I've been reading on Witch and Famous, starting on chapter 17 tonight." Cool.
Nice.
PK says, "Yesterday I read in one sitting Out of the Clear Blue Skies by Kristen Higgins.
Oh, I like
Published
Higgins.
2022. It hit the right spot at the right time. MC kind of maybe getting retribution on ex-husband, but finding herself."
That one's on my shelf. I need to get to that one soon.
I do like that author.
Oh, she's wanting to know if there's anything about it after the first bit in the book.
Read the book. I'm sorry. It goes back and forth in time. I read the book.
That's all you can
Yes.
reveal.
Yeah, you know, like
It's like either read the books and find out, or just watch the show. And
yeah,
just-
watch the show and find out exactly.
Yeah, because they're gonna the show's pretty close to the book.
The show's very close to the books, and I mean, if
So
you
what you're seeing in the show is probably in the books. So
it's almost that's partly why I stopped watching the show, because it was just like I've read this 6 times. I don't, you know,
I remember when I watched the first season, I thought, this is really dull. Because the first couple of episodes are really slow.
They are, yeah.
And
But the
once
beginning
she
of the
gets
book,
over, once she goes across, the time thing and stuff.
yes.
Okay, now we're
yes.
picking up. But yeah, the first couple was like, this is boring. Just a yes or no will do.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
Courtney says, yes, Stuck in Stony Brook takes a humorous look at Babysitter's Club while pointing out all the cool bits of info. The ladies on there are great. Tiffany, you're my people too.
Oh,
I tried to find a podcast that I used to listen to, and I don't know if they still, and they might have taken it down, but it was called the Babysitter's Club, and it was two guys reading it. Like two
okay.
friends. And the one guy read it when he was a kid because he used to go to his cousin's house, and like she would be doing whatever, he'd be reading her books. And then the other guy's his buddy, so his buddy would but they were, I would be snort laughing in the car, right? But I tried to look for it and I couldn't find it anywhere, so I don't know if they've taken it down.
Oh.
Barbara says, I also have the Outlander series. Ha! The book. 982 out of 1431.
You are getting there. And you're
so
like
close.
and you're what, 18 pages shy of the 1,000-book rate challenge. Well, although I don't know how long, how much that's been.
Yeah, no, it's like, just read all of that in 1 week and then, just like a short little book and there you go.
Then you finished your however, what was it, 30-year goal, 25-year goal?
It
Yeah.
was like 30 or something, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember exactly. I think you got this, Barb. I'm rooting for you.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica Lynn says, I almost bought maybe Outlander at my library book sale for 50 cents, but I'm still not exactly sure if I would like it.
Jessica, it's 50 cents.
I was going to say,
Spend more than that on a coffee.
For 50 cents, I think I could buy it, and if I didn't like it, I could give it back or the free little library.
Romance, time travel, historical, all that. It's every a little. I don't want to say sci-fi, but the time travel aspect maybe. It's everything. It is, and it's Jamie. It's kilts. That's all I'm saying.
Men in kilts, yes. I really enjoyed the first one. I didn't think I would like it, and I took it for like the historical aspect. It's like it's going to be more historical, and so.
But in all honesty, if it intimidates you, and I'm sure it intimidates a lot of people, if you're an audiobook, it's still hands down the greatest audiobook because of the narrator.
Yeah, I really did like the audio.
Davina Porter is brilliant.
Oh, that's awesome.
And PK says, I'll be reading role playing soon. I mentioned on Sarah's channel when she was having the votes that I discovered I had bought the book when it came out. I forgot about it.
It's a good
That was a fun surprise.
right?
Like when you, yep.
And Barb said the third book in the Outlander is the series gets so much better. I'm on the fourth book now.
Wonderful.
I need to get to book 2. It needs to happen before this year is over.
All right. Goal now.
I'm starting to forget things. I need to get to
a lot of stuff in book 2 takes place in Versailles, France. How do you say it? Versailles. Yeah, that's it. It's been a long day. Versailles. Yeah. French Revolution stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's like some of the stuff with some people that like the first one. Like the second one is like totally.
Yeah, it was. It was at first. I was like, okay, but then once you get into it, you're fine.
She said, I'm jealous when I read slowly. At most, I read 10 pages in 30 minutes. But that's the absolute most. I'm a slow reader, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like audiobooks, especially when it comes to print.
Yeah, for sure in print. I am. Yeah.
34 years. I knew it was
read that book.
I knew it was something major.
Annie says, my book's so interesting. It's the 12th century. MC wants to be a nun because married women are not allowed to read, but nuns were. I guess we'd all be nuns if we lived then. Yep.
Now that is commitment to reading. That is commitment to any hobby.
Circling back to our Golden Girls discussion with the episode Blanche is like a nun. The name just says it all.
I I know you were gonna say the episode where Sophia decides she's gonna be a nun, and then they go to visit her, and the sisters are like, "Take her home."
Yes.
And then they play off of The Sound of Music, and they say,
Yes.
"How do you solve a problem like Sophia?"
Sophia,
instead of
yeah.
Maria.
That's funny. It was a good one.
So funny.
Goodness, poor nuns with Sophia being in there.
Right.
See, and Nadine said, I didn't think I would like Outlander. I loved it. The author knows how to tell a story. I think the author knows how to tell a story, but she needs to wrap it up.
It can be, and to be fair, it does get very violent.
Yeah.
Very violent. Like towards the end, there's some pretty brutal scenes in the book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid allergies. And Sonia says, it's Scotland. I love it because much of the setting takes place in the land of my ancestors. The show is visually beautiful, not just Jamie's era.
Yeah, there's all the other cute guys too.
But he's not hard to look at, though, so, it helps.
It's the land of my ancestors, too. I have a little bit of Scottish in me. I know. I looked at my ancestry.com thing and I said, boy, I'm white. England, German, Scotland. I said, I'm white.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And then happy birthday tomorrow, Summer. Thank you. And then he's laughing at Annie and her thing there. And PK says, happy birthday, Storm. May need to return. Thank you. And Sonia says the Golden Girls, Blanche and Rose are the Mun, and they're pretending Dorothy and Stan are still married. And
That was a good one too. Yes.
Oh, because there was a hurricane.
Yeah,
and Sophia's brother doesn't know.
Know it all.
They're the really old school nun with the,
They were in a play. That's what it was. They were doing a play. And yep.
And Barcy, yes, Sarah, I hate that part. I won't say what happened, but for Outlander.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
And Sonia says, girl, I'm translucent. Red hair, pale face, Scott. It was funny. I didn't think, I had any kind of like reddish kind of hair, or anything. But one time I decided to dye my hair blonde and it turned out strawberry blonde. And I was like, where did that come from? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's in there. And my brother, when he grows a beard, he has like these dark red patches.
Oh yeah, my brother's almost fully red, but not here, just here.
Right. Yeah. And it's like that, that's why I was like, well, we got to have something in here, it's like.
Oh yeah.
And let's see. Abby says, I will see if I can get the books on audio from my library. Yeah, you should. Excellent. She's really good. I really enjoy it. They're very long, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what Golden Girl are you?
I always said Sophia.
I think
she's always knitting or something, and she's sarcastic.
Nobody ever admits to being Blanche. Let's just say that. Everybody's like, I'm like Rose, or I'm like Dorothy, or I'm Sophia, but nobody ever wants to claim Blanche.
You know, I just think everybody's a mixture of all four, to be honest with
That's
you.
the great thing.
That's why I said I'm
Cheryl.
kind of a mixture.
I mean, what's that?
That's why I said I think I'm a mixture.
You know, but I appreciate Rose the most just because I think she's so kind-hearted.
She was my favorite because she's just so ditzy, and it was funny to, you know.
I still think it's hilarious that they tried out for each other's roles. I cannot picture, you know, them playing each other, right?
But so one of my cousins worked at Barnes and Noble in California for a long time, and his job was like events. So he did set up like for author things. And he met Betty White several times, and he said that she is like most crass, like lovely. He said she is absolutely sweet, but most crass, foul mouth, like. Yeah. And then like he got my aunt, my mother, and somebody else signed copies, and I'm like, favorite show, and I'm the only one who's read a book. Like neither of these women read. Are you kidding me right now? Like.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
But
Well, yeah, it's like
great.
Betty White had that, like, wasn't it like some kind of practical joke thing or whatever? Like they pulled like those practical jokes or something or whatever.
Well, she was also in the show Hot in Cleveland.
yeah,
right?
Hot in Cleveland.
Off your rocker, Storm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Oh,
it.
it's so funny.
But you know, I don't think I could see anybody else in Rose's. Like she's so good at playing.
She
like
played
kind
it
of
so
goofy,
perfectly.
so I don't think anybody ever could have done that. My aunt one time told my dad, she goes, you got to be really smart because you play dumb real well. But he would. Well, what the thing is she would try to tell him like a dirty joke or something, and he would make her embarrassed because he would make her explain it to him. I don't get it. She quit telling him dirty jokes then because she didn't want to. Because he would make it. That's why he's like, you play dumb real well.
I love it.
Sonia said I was Blanche back in the day, but older I get, I'm more of a Rose.
Yeah.
And Christy said, yeah, Riley Sager is hit or miss for me too. I did check out the latest from the library though. Wish me luck.
I wish you luck. I hope you enjoy it.
Amy says she's a Rose with some Blanche because of the southernness.
There you go.
Well, I got to the end of the comments, and I know it's getting late for y'all, so we shall wrap it up. And so it's Saturday, right?
Saturday at 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yes.
I have to get used to that. It's like, what day is it?
I know. Sorry. It seems so long between them, but, you know.
Yeah, so Saturday, 2 p.m., Sarah's channel. And hope everybody has a good rest of their evening. And see y'all later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Storm. Bye, everybody.